Over the course of 2020 and now 2021, the lockdown restrictions in lots of countries have caused many to look for routes of escapism, and with the release of Oculus Quest 2 at only £299, it is cheaper than ever to dive into the world of virtual reality to explore boundless and fantastical environments. So without further ado, here are my picks of the best VR games to play in 2021. Coming in at number 1 is Rush. Rush allows you to put on a wingsuit and explore your adventurous side from the comfort of your own home. You can soar down a mountain, passing under waterfalls and attempting daredevil maneuvers through rock formations. There are 4 different environments with about 100 runs on each one, so you don't have to worry about the amount of game time available for players. As well as this, there are multiple game modes such as racing and free flying, which will allow you to balance your competitive energy on some days, and on others you can just take a relax and glide through a beautiful environment. They also happen to have an online mode, so if any of your friends have VR consoles, then you can race down mountains and cliff faces together. Finally, this game is also fantastic for burning calories, since you raise and lower your arms to change your height and tilt them to turn. Whilst it may not generate the summer body that grueling hours in the gym might, it's still better for you than watching TV or gaming with a console. Besides, it's a hell of a lot more fun. Finally, this game is suitable for people of all ages, so if you are considering getting it for a child or teenager, you don't have to worry about language or violence. The game is currently available on the Oculus Store for $14.99. At number 2 we have Gorn. This game is absolutely hilarious and is tragically overlooked in the gaming community in my opinion, partially as a result of lack of marketing. Its cartoony and simplistic animation style do not detract at all from the amazing gameplay. If I had to sum it up, this game is a gladiator simulator, but imagine the wackiest gladiators possible with the most ludicrous kills. Enemies are in an almost constant ragdoll effect as they lumber towards you, only to completely collapse with the right timed hit. It is then up to you to dispose of your opponents in the most creative way possible. You can bash their brains in, hook them in from a distance, or even throw them into a wall of spikes. Honestly, I could go on and on about the combat, but the only way for you to really understand just how fun this is for you to try it yourself. There are 4 levels in the game, each containing 2 missions that end up in a boss fight, as well as containing an infinite free-for-all with increasing difficulty the higher up you go. I would recommend this game for teens and higher because although there is gore and violence, it is presented in a very satirical, funny and cartoony form, and as such is not meant to be taken seriously, and does not in any way make the user feel like what they're doing is real, such as in other games like Grand Theft Auto. This game is also currently available for $14.99 on the Oculus Store. Coming in at number 3 we have The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. This game probably has the most story-related content of any VR game currently available on the Quest Store. You journey through the tattered remains of New Orleans in a zombie-infested world, searching for a rumoured bunker full of food, medical supplies and weapons. Not only do you have to deal with the zombies in this world, but also the brutal factions that have taken control of this dystopian mainland. The story is awesome and will keep you entertained for weeks or months, depending on how regularly you play. But once you've finished the story, there is also a wave-based mode called The Trial, where you fight your way through ever-increasing waves of zombies, using the money earned from kills to buy gear, supplies and weapons. This on its own would be enough to put the game on the list, but the combat also excels beyond anything I could have imagined when I bought the game. It is the most realistic combat of any VR game I've played, and it really makes you feel like a badass when you score a headshot with a revolver, or time your katana strike just right so that you could decapitate a zombie. As well as this, the sound design in the game is amazing. It only takes 2 or 3 zombies getting close to you for you to have a real sense of urgency and fear with regards to your own survival. As well as this, you really feel like you are fixing real-world physical problems, as you have to physically bandage yourself up or eat food in order to reset your stats. I would definitely only recommend this game for adults, as the violence and gore is very realistic. As well as this, the game tackles some very dark premises. During the opening shots of the game, you witness an innocent man being executed by one of the local factions, so definitely do not buy this game for your kid if they are young or sensitive. This game is slightly pricier at $29.99, but considering all the extra content and work that's gone into it, I would consider it value for money. Coming in at number 4, we have VR Chat. This game was one of the first games ever to blow up in VR, and I doubt anything like it will ever come around again. You join random chat rooms such as bars or parks that could have anywhere from 3 to 50 people in them, and you never know who you're going to meet. You just have to take the good with the bad though. You're going to come across a million little kids who have just bought a VR for their birthday and who are running around excitedly screeching. That being said, you're also going to have some of the most interesting conversations you've ever had with people. Since everyone is a stranger to everyone else, there are very few inhibitions when it comes to conversation, so you will likely end up debating worldviews and philosophy with some people, or learning about the fascinating life stories of others. Most of the rooms also have rules and moderators as well, so if someone is behaving badly, you can just report them and they will be removed from that environment if they are not in keeping with the room's rules. Finally, the reason this game is an absolute must-have is that it's free. You literally have nothing to lose by downloading this game and jumping into a VR world to make some friends and meet some interesting people, so I'd highly recommend you give it a shot. I hope you found this interesting. It's important to remember that this list is just my subjective opinion of what I consider to be the best VR games. Everyone is going to have their own experiences and opinions of games in VR. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing as I'm still trying to grow the channel. And if you have any advice on how I can improve the quality of the channel, be sure to leave it in the comments because I reply to each and every one of them. Thank you.